President Trump celebrated America instead of the Super Bowl champions at the White House today. The president disinvited the Philadelphia Eagles yesterday after learning that only a few players plan to attend.
We stand to honor our military and to honor our country and to remember the fallen heroes who never made it back home. We stand together for freedom. We stand together for patriotism. And we proudly stand for our glorious nation under God.
Well, we should note that Fox is reporting that no Eagles kneeled during the protest during the national anthem last year, and although some did raise fists. But today we did learn about a new timeline that suggests that the Eagles may have been trying to set the president up here. Well, Fox News chief White House correspondent John Roberts discovered the Eagles appeared to be playing games with the administration. They learned that the Eagles originally submitted more than 70 names to attend the event, mostly players. Then yesterday they said only 2 or 3 people and a mascot in the costume would attend. Well, the Eagles even tried to reschedule for next week when the whole world knew the president's going to be in Singapore. Let's debate what's really going on here with former GOP presidential candidate Herman Cain and civil rights attorney and talk radio host Leo Terrell. All right, Herman, the Eagles did not kneel during the national anthem, which I think is a great thing. They didn't kneel. There are a lot of them who don't like President Trump, obviously. But my view is they should just come to the White House. I mean, come on. This is now ridiculous. You don't have to like everything President Trump does. It's a people's house. Fans love to see you at the White House. It's a fun event. It's not political. Your reaction?
My reaction is they were trying to embarrass the president. Everybody in the world knew that next week was focused on the summit between the USA and North Korea. To ask the president to reschedule is an oxymoron. The man is a little bit busy trying to run the country, trying to settle international affairs. So the whole thing, in my opinion, was to try and embarrass the president. I've been invited to the White House several times, and each time I go. If you invited, you go or you don't go. You don't say, could you take a rain check? That does not work.
Yeah, it's not on your schedule.
No, and it's not on your schedule. You change your schedule. He is the president of the United States, and I happen to believe that they were trying to embarrass the president, and he said, you're not going to embarrass me. You're uninvited, and he had every right to do that because he is the head of the House for the United States of America.
Leo, it sounds pretty reasonable. I mean, President Obama, I think if an entire team, basically an entire team decided and did the same little thing with President Obama, little trickaroo, I think you'd be like, come on, this is racist, this is discriminatory, this is it's classless. But with Trump, it's like, oh, yay, they're not going. Isn't this brave? Go ahead.
Hey, Laura, can I submit the following facts to you and Herman? Here's the following fact. Jerry Jones' sworn deposition, where he stated very clearly that Donald Trump told him this is the issue that he can't lose. He is using this flag issue to hijack the midterm election. You said earlier in your broadcast, Donald Trump talks about pocketbook issues. This is an issue he is playing the American public on. There is no question about it. This issue is about racial injustice. And why is he spending time worrying about the NFL? I'll tell you why. Because it resonates with people because he's hijacked this issue. Ask Jerry Jones, look at the deposition, and the problem is simply this. For him to single out the Philadelphia Eagles, who never kneeled during the regular season, is outrageous. And more importantly, they're not going to the White House for a simple reason. They don't like the president. They have that right.
Classless.
That's what makes this country great.
Leo, let's just say, if you did it to President Obama, I would say the same thing. It is classless when the president of the United States invites an entire national, it's not a regional, it's a national championship team to the White House. You do what Nick Saban did with Alabama, Crimson Tide, Roll Tide. You actually, the whole team goes and they stand and they're polite and they shake the president's hand. That's what you do. Okay, so I think a lot of these players are great guys. But this was
But what about the Jerry
classless,
Jones
what they
statement?
did. Classless.
What about the Jerry?
Jerry Jones said
what
if his
about-
players don't stand
what
during the anthem, they're going to be off the team. That's what he said.
2
Herman.
points.
He,
May I point out 2 points? And Leo, please don't talk over me because that's what you
I never
liberals
talked over
do.
you, Herman. I never talked. Don't you?
Point.
Don't, there you, Laura, that's
you
a
go.
personal attack.
Allow
Another
me to
personal
talk,
attack.
Leo.
I did not talk over you, Herman.
He didn't talk over you, Herman.
Point-
I think I probably
Point
did. Go
number
ahead.
one. Point number
Thank you,
one.
Laura.
Jerry Jones is not the president of the United States. Donald Trump is. Number two, patriotism is not an option. He's the president of the United States, and he decided you will not make patriotism an option in my house, which I am the head of for the United States of America. That's the big point here. It has nothing
let me
to do
respond to
with
those 2 points.
Okay, Leo, real
racism.
quick.
There
Respond to those 2
you
points.
go.
Okay,
There you
Mr.
go
Kane.
talking
All right,
over
well,
me.
let's
Mr.
time out.
Kane.
It's
There
not
you
his
go
fault.
talking
Thank you.
over
My
me.
turn, Herman. My turn,
No, it's
Herman.
not. I
He may
had
be
not
president.
finished,
He may be
Leo.
president, but he's not a dictator. And just because he's the president doesn't
Leo,
demand.
there you are
you gotta be
doing
kidding.
what I
Can't
said
win.
I don't
All
want
right,
you
well,
to do.
I'll have to be the
I
dictator
enjoy-
on this
he
segment.
monopolized the
Laura, I've
conversation.
been.
All right,
but
guys.
this is what they
fascinating,
do.
but we have to get to Miss
This
America.
is what they
okay?
do.
I have to be the time dictator, but I love you both.
Please.